Hey everyone, and welcome to Totally Music Official. I'm Tracy, and I interview, review, react, and chat about new songs, new albums, and live shows. Today I'm going to be joined by Mabes, who is an English singer-songwriter from Essex. She first picked up the guitar at the age of 15 and began playing in shows in her hometown. Like her hero, Laura Marling, her music is filled with relatable lyrics and gorgeous melodies. Mabes has joined me today to chat about her musical career, so you can find out more about her music. Let's get started. So today I'm excited to welcome Mabes to Totally Music to chat about her musical career. Mabes, welcome to Totally Music. Would you like to?
Hi. Yeah, so my name is Mabes, and I am a singer-songwriter from Billericay in Essex. And I've been playing guitar since I was 15. And I picked up the guitar because I was so inspired by a Laura Marling album that I heard called Alas, I Cannot Swim. And then I decided to start writing songs in my bedroom. And it's kind of, gone from there. And now I'm hoping that this could be potentially my full-time career, but I've always had music in my bones and love to sing and perform from a very young age. And my mum was always telling me when I was a kid, shut up the stairs, shouting, "Shut up, Mabel!" Because my real name's actually Mabel, but I'm sure you're aware that someone has already taken that. That person being Nina Cherry's daughter, so there was sort of like no competition there. So I sort of spiced it up a little bit, and I'm Mabes, and I love Mabes. I love being Mabes. It's great. It's what my mum always used to call me as a kid. So that's me.
It's great to have you on. So what first inspired you to start writing songs, and do you remember the very first one you ever wrote?
Yeah, so like I said, it was Laura Marling. I heard her Alas I Cannot Swim album, and I'd never heard anything like it. I'd never really been into folk music, more pop and rock, indie. That was what was playing in my house when I was growing up. My parents were into that kind of, the band, indie band kind of scene. So I heard this album and I was just blown away. It was otherworldly to me, and I was like, I have to try and be like her. If I can write anything that even compares to her poetic genius, metaphorical lyrics, and just the way that she plays guitar, I just wanted to be like her. So guitar for Christmas, and I started writing songs, and she's my inspiration. She's the reason that I started writing songs. And the first song that I wrote, I think I was 15, and it was called oh, I can't remember what it was called, but it went something like, I'm trapped in this world that you're spinning me on. Oh no, actually that's wrong. There was a song that came before that. It was called Summertime and Me. Sorry, I'm actually just having a moment where I'm remembering this real time in front of me. And it went, don't you see how it could be if we take the summer? Can I get my guitar and try and work it out? Sorry, this is so impromptu and
Oh, I
probably
love
I'm already
it.
waffling. I love to talk.
I love it.
Yeah, so this is so weird for me. I'm just remembering this real time. Okay, so it went something like, sunny days, cool, cool breeze, ice cream and sandy leaves, sunshades and ice lollies. We walk along the shore, you and me. Oh yeah, skinny girls in bikinis. You choose me in my baggy tee. Hand in hand, cheek to cheek, we walked side by side by the sea. And then it went, don't you see how it could be if we take the summer, just take the summer. Don't you see how it could be if you take the summer, and me. It was quite funny. It was called Summer and Me. Um, yeah, obviously like very teenage twee on the beach, too scared to be in your bikini, so you've got a baggy shirt on type vibes. But that's so funny. I'm so sorry. I feel like I've just had a moment, like a purely selfish moment on your
It's
podcast.
all
But
good.
thank you for that, because I'm actually going to play. I'm going to now when I get off this, I'm going to voice note that and send it to my mum.
Oh, that's nice.
Sorry.
That's all good. No,
Next question. Sorry.
it's good. So if you could describe your music in 3 words, what would they be?
Um, 3 words. I would say melodic, vulnerable, and unpredictable.
Love it. I like this. Um, so when you sit down to write, do lyrics or melody usually come first?
That's a really interesting question because there's no rule. And I think that if there was, then everyone would be writing songs because there would be a rule book to follow. It'd be like a recipe making a cake and everyone would be able to follow it. For me, I've always found that I'll hear someone say a phrase on the train, or I'll have a little sort of melodic niggle come to me when I'm walking the dog. And then the idea will grow from there. But there's always something, I always know what I want to say in here, and then I'm waiting for that to come out through hearing a phrase or getting a little earworm melody. But there's always a sentiment that's like coming from. I'm never forcing. I'm never like, oh, what should I talk about? I always know what the song's going to be. I'm just waiting for. My mum's always said it's like the songwriting gods tap me on the head,
Oh,
and that's sort of how I can describe it. Really, it just comes, and yeah, I feel truly blessed to have that sort of intuition where I can I can hear stuff that isn't there. It's a bit weird, actually. Maybe I've got issues.
who are some of your biggest musical influences, both past and present?
So past would have to be so this I was brought up on the Smiths. My dad loves Morrissey and the Smiths purely because of the satirical lyrics that he writes. He is a lyrical genius. You love him or hate him. He's a bit of a Marmite artist. Um, but I think that the way that the songs are composed melodically and lyrically are quite genius because there's always a juxtaposition between the cheerful melody and the really deep, dark, depressing lyrics. And I love that. I love that challenging kind of juxtaposition, that contrast that the Smiths bring.
Yeah.
And I think they were really the first to sort of explore that and where that can take the listener, because you can be skipping down the road singing "It's so unfair, I want to cry." But it's like it's such a happy melody. So I love that concept, and I
Yeah.
think that I've definitely adopted that in my writing. New artists, I would say I take a lot of inspiration from Casey Musgraves. I love her whimsical country fairy like vocals. I mean, she's a goddess. She's a country goddess. She is truly beautiful, both obviously aesthetically, she's a gorgeous girly, but also her voice is haunting and hypnotic and mesmerizing and beautiful, and her songwriting is quite incredible, and she's pushing boundaries. I mean, she won a Grammy for Golden Hour, where she continued to push the boundaries of that sort of the female country artist.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I'm not going to sing about my old man. you know I'm out here working, and I'm bringing up the kids and whatnot. She decided to break the boundaries and say, I can stand here and I can absolutely hypnotize you
Yeah.
with these chord progressions. and these vocals. And yeah, she is an absolute inspiration to me. But I can't leave out John. I can't forget John. John Mayer has been a staple of mine since I was a young teenager. And yeah, although I don't think I take inspiration from him, I just admire him as an artist and a guitar player as well. He's an insane guitar player. So yeah, I'd say those people.
So can you walk us through the story behind one of your favourite songs you've written?
Okay, so this again is a hard question because all of the songs that I write are from the heart.
Yeah.
They are inherently me. They are like diary entries.
Yeah.
I just happen to sing them and then show them to the world, which is kind of insane, which makes releasing music obviously very daunting and a very tense process.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I always love how I've written Fairground, which is a song that I released, I think, in 2021 or 2022. And that song is a list of metaphors, and it's love is, and then it goes on to say love is a fairground.
Yeah.
So the concept there is a fairground seems really attractive, doesn't it? It's really enticing with its glittery, bright, colorful lights and the smell of like cotton candy and, you know, the prizes to be won and everyone's there having a good time. But the reality, actually, if you're a pessimist anyway, the reality of a fairground is you spend a load of money and you come away with either it's, I don't know, can I swear? Fuck all. You come away with fuck all, or you come away with less than fuck all because you come away with less than you went with. Because all of the games are rigged and the prizes are like shitty little key rings that fall off and break in like 2 days. And the junk food's never good for you. So actually the idea of a fairground being this amazing, enticing amusement, fun thing, happy place is actually, if you strip it back, not. So I wanted to compare that. Basically, I wanted to metaphor. Is the word metamorph? I don't know. I'm going to embarrass myself here. Metamorphosize.
Yeah.
I think that is the right word, isn't it? I wanted to metamorphosize the fairground and make that sort of the talking point of the song, where love is a fairground because you turn up, you hope that you're going to win something, you hope that you're going to spend your time, your love, your effort, your hope, you spend that at the fairground of love, and then often you're very let down, you come away worse off than you came with, and yeah, you come away empty handed and feeling kind of a bit cheated by it. So yeah, it's kind of deep, I guess. Kind of sad. I mean, there's no secret that I have a lot of underlying trauma, but I think a lot of artists do. So yeah, that would be my favorite song that I've written. And then there's a lot of other metaphors that I also list, like love is a shotgun, and I just put that bullet in. And yeah, so on and so forth. So go listen to the song and you'll hear the rest of them.
So do you have a favourite set of lyrics that you've written that are especially meaningful to you?
So I feel like I just answered that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say that I love to write. I like to write clever lyrics, clever metaphors, clever plays on words as well. I love plays on words. And like the way that you sing phrases can sometimes make or break a verse or a chorus. The words can be the same, but the way that you're singing it can make or break how the song is perceived, and this kind of, I guess, like the sass and the feeling and the rhetoric of the song. I think I've switched the questions a little bit here because I probably should have talked about Fairground with this question. But if there was a song that I'm most proud of as a body of work, it would be Danny, because Danny is me writing from a character perspective as opposed to writing from POV me. And it's about me encompassing and embodying the life of a soldier's wife in the war times, in the olden days, when the husband partner used to go off to war. You didn't know if you were going to ever see them again. And this particular soldier, Danny, ends up dying. And he's said to his loved one, aka me, or POV, singing the song of the character, he said, it's all right, I'll be right by your side and I'll come home. And then the lyric goes, and Danny liked to lie because he said I'd never say goodbye. So it's, yeah, again, quite a deep one, but inspired by Laura Marling because she writes in character a lot, and I just had to explore that. So yeah.
So what has been the most rewarding part of performing your music live?
The most rewarding part, I mean, hearing people sing your lyrics back to you never gets old. That feeling will never get old. I think Elton John even says that. I think he's an advocate for lyrics sung back to you, and I mean he's done it all and then some. It really is amazing hearing people, yeah, just the words that you've so carefully crafted and poured your heart out, and you've shed blood, sweat and tears in the studio to get it right and make it sound right so that it will resonate with people, and then suddenly you realize it does. That feeling is second to none. That's kind of why I'm still doing this, because God knows it doesn't pay the bills, but that feeling has to be what it's all about.
I think from like someone watching music, because I don't do like create music at all, but singing back the lyrics to an artist as well. So from that other perspective, I think that's always a special moment in a live show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of embodiment where you're just in that room together, feeling those feelings all
Yeah.
together. Yeah, the world's a crazy place. We're all 100 miles an hour, but especially with live music, for that 30-40 hour set, whatever it might be, you're all together, you've all got something in common, you're all engaged,
You're there for the same.
and yeah, you're just like all the same for a second because you're there because you love the music. That's really, really special.
Definitely. So have there been any surprising reactions from listeners that changed the way you viewed your own music?
Surprising reactions. Well, during COVID, I released a song called America. I didn't release it during COVID. I released it just before, and then we went into lockdown. I mean, I hate saying the C word, but yeah, it's you can't escape that it happened. And the song ended up going viral on TikTok when TikTok was just new, very up and coming. It came around in it sort of 2020, and then really became a thing during the pandemic when everyone was knocked down, and it was a sort of escapism for everyone, and it really found its place in our society and culture now, especially in the music industry. And my song America went viral, and it went viral because everyone was taking the piss out of me for the way that I say America.
Yeah.
And it was getting hundreds and hundreds and thousands of comments a day. And that they were basically saying that I sing America in a weird way. They were saying that I sing America like Americool, which was obviously like never intentional, but it kind of got my song viral, which my mum's always said any publicity is good publicity, honey. So amongst the community of, they called themselves alt TikTok. So it was basically a bunch of 12 to 15-year-old American kids that decided to, I mean, essentially troll me, but I didn't let it turn into too much of like the trolling thing, because I kind of just laughed. And then I think I got a bit of respect from the people that were trying to troll me. They were like, oh, okay, like she's actually got a sense of humor. Like, and then they said, oh, we stan. We stan. I'm like, stan? Who's stan? And they're like, no, we stan. Like, we actually like you.
Yeah.
And so I kind of flipped it a little bit. And yeah, that was a very scary time for me. But I got through by converting the haters and the trolls into stans. So there we go. And now I feel like really, really old because I'm like the YouTube, the TikTok, the Instagram. I feel like one of those like people, but I'm not that old, but the whole old TikTok thing was, a bit out of my reach. But yeah, I think I kind of handled the situation pretty well. But yeah, sorry, to summarize, that was pretty surprising.
So finally, what's next for you?
What is next for me? So I'm just going to keep going as long as I can afford this shit, because actually releasing a single is quite expensive. And it's not just a case of uploading a song. You've got to then think about visuals. You've got to think about Instagram, TikTok. You've got to have all of the campaign. That all costs money. Putting on live shows, that costs money because I need to pay my band. I need to pay for people to do my artwork. I need to pay. Just everything costs money. So as long as I can afford to eat, I will keep doing this. And I really, really hope that I can afford to do it as long as I get all of these songs. I've got so many demos, maybe 10 songs that I'm sitting on right now that I want to get out in the world, just to say they're out. And do you know what? If something comes from it, I'll be so grateful. And if nothing comes from it, then I can go to the grave and say that I've really tried. So what is next for me imminently is that I'm going to release a Christmas single. It's a cover. This is an exclusive. I've actually not revealed this to anyone yet.
Well, I got it now.
So I'm releasing a Christmas cover. I'm not going to say what it is. But yeah, so that's going to drop sort of late November. And then there's going to be a single late January, which is, obviously an original song of mine coming out late January. And that's all ready to go. And I feel really like super organized. And this is so not like me. I'm such a last minute person, but like I've got everything like in the pipeline. And yes, it's all very exciting. So that's definitely happening. And then past that bit, hopefully, I'll have the means to keep doing it until I can't. And then I'll go back to waitressing.
No, looking forward.
Until then, let's hope. I don't know. Let's hope someone sees me and goes, "Yeah, you can play our festival, or you can headline this show, or you can support this artist." Because that would be really lovely. But yeah, the grind never stops.
Well, I'm excited to see what's coming for you.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So a massive thank you to Mabes for joining me on Totally Music. If anyone would like to check out her music, I'll leave all the links in the description below for you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining me to chat with Mabes. I hope you enjoyed finding out more about her music. Leave a comment below to let her know that you're a new fan. And you can also find all the links to her music in the description below. And if you would like to discover some more incredible musicians, then please hit my subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss another video I post. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.